Hey y'all, what's good? It's Remembrance the Oracle, and I'm back to do another reading for you guys. I hope that you're doing well today. Sorry about the lighting. Okay. But you can see me though, so that's the good thing, right? But I know it probably looks a little bit awkward. But let's go ahead and get into a reading for Divine Collective and see what's popping off with y'all. See what Spirit has. We're going to go ahead and start with our synchronicities and see what maybe you have been seeing, maybe what it is that you should be looking out for. I just saw 33 on my timestamp, 33. Sixes can hold significance here as well too. Maybe somebody, you could be 33 or you are in your 30s here. Let's see here, Spirit. What do you have for Divine Collective today? What do you have for Divine Collective? So we have quadruple zeros coming out here. Limitless potential, quadruple zeros. It says it serves as a timely reminder that anything can be accomplished. If you can dream it, there is no reason you can't make it a reality. If something is in the possession of another person, it is also available to you. So try to remain calm. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Let go of tension and relax coming out here, okay? So somebody here, you could be experiencing a reset or starting over here, if you will. I kind of feel like there's something that's going on as well too, where you are starting to discover that I'm hearing like that you deserve more. I don't know if there is something that you have going on right now where you are kind of comparing maybe yourself and maybe whatever this situation is to other people or other things, or maybe even to social media or some sort of vibe. Look at this one, how it's trying to come out. I have 1919 cycles coming out here, 1919 cycles. It says karma will be paying you a visit. Release the need to control because you cannot force things. So yeah, there's something going on here where maybe you're trying to force something here. Maybe because you feel like it's going to pass you by or something. Release the need to control because you cannot force things. Learn your lessons so they don't repeat in the future. Make some space for new experiences. Give me something else here, Spirit, with Divine Collective. I have taking initiative coming out here. 1221, taking initiative. It says work with what you have. Work with what you have and it will get you places. Count your blessing and acknowledge your dear ones. You will find inspiration and figure out a way forward. You might also be getting some good news soon. So why do I feel like, honestly, Divine Collective, that you're worried about something? It feels like to me you're worried about something. Maybe you've had to start over. And maybe you've been struggling to stay out of a cycle. What is this? A cycle with a person, a place, a thing? Are you afraid to lose it because you feel like if you do, you won't find something better? Or it's almost like feels like that to me. Let's see what's on the bottom here. We have 0606 commitment. So yeah, this could have something to do with a commitment here. It says applying honesty and light daily is a fast track to creating a peaceful and meaningful life. It's how you find solutions and comfort. Release worries by speaking your truth and expressing emotions regularly. Open up for the best is yet to come. Let me put this in my phone here. Let me start my little notepad because I got to keep up here. Okay. So is this like, it almost feels like to me, maybe you're feeling some type of way because you're nervous about someone who is committing to you, or maybe the lack thereof of a commitment. I don't know if you have expressed your feelings to this person about how it is that you're feeling. But it seems like that to me, like you're worried about something, or you couldn't control an outcome of something, or you couldn't force something here. It almost feels like to me you're now being forced to start over. And I don't know, do you feel like love is lost here? Like that's the sort of vibe that I almost feel like I'm getting here. Lost love? You feel like love is lost, or some sort of vibe like that? Let's see. Spirit, what is going on with Divine Collective? So at the bottom of this deck, I have courthouse here. So yeah, I do. I feel like something has been severed here. Something has been severed, or something has been stopped. Okay? Something was cut off. Maybe you cut off an individual. Or maybe someone could have cut you off. It could go either way here, as usual, of course. But Spirit, what's going on with Divine Collective here? Let's do 2 more shuffles. What's going on with Divine Collective? And 2. Let's see here. Let's get some information. Let's see what's going on. So I have animosity, and it flipped out here in the reverse. Animosity. So it feels like to me, somebody here, I just heard you're learning how to not be upset. You're learning how to not be upset about something here. Why do I almost feel like you wasted your time? Or like, there's definitely frustration here. Whoa. What is this? I have bliss coming out. Bliss? I do. I feel like there's something going on here where you are... I feel like what you did was you made the best decision for yourself. And I feel like you're learning how to accept this decision. And you're releasing whatever animosity it is that you've had towards this person. But it does feel like to me there's still maybe some sort of worry here. I don't know. It feels like to me something underneath the surface possibly. Like I do feel like you are making conscious efforts. And there are results that you're seeing in your attitude or your behavior, etc., etc. But something to me does kind of feel like, who knows, maybe it still bubbles up for you or some sort of vibes like that. What else here, Spirit? I have achievements coming out here. Achievements. So for some of you guys, I feel like you could be focused on your achievements or your career. You know what, though? Why did I just hear, but I'm tired, though? Something to me feels like you've always been focused on your achievements or your career or your studies or some sort of vibe. I feel like that I'm getting here. I feel like you've always been focused or some shit like that. I have change here, and then I also have voodoo coming out here. Change and voodoo. Maybe you feel like over the course of however long it's been, maybe you've noticed some changes here when it does come to your finances or your career. I don't feel like anything has been catastrophic, but I do feel like there is maybe some sort of potential here for some sort of spell work that's being done to change the outcome of your finances or your career here. For some of you guys, this could maybe be what you're worried about here. Right? This could be different for everyone, right? We could have love here. We could have finances here. I feel like somebody might be in competition with you or some shit. What else do we have here, Spirit? For Divine Collective. I have manifestation coming out here. Manifestation. So somebody is manifesting you out of worry. Yeah, and they're getting readings on you too. This doesn't even feel like you. This feels like somebody else to me. Yeah, somebody could be trying to do voodoo. Maybe somebody feels you becoming happier here, right? You're letting go of animosity towards this person. You're finding more happiness, right? It's like, okay, I'm just going to let it go and let God sort of vibes I almost feel like here. Maybe somebody does like you worrying about them or some shit. Like they like you being bent out of shape over them or something here, I feel too. What else, Spirit? I feel like someone here, you're trying to do your best to move on. Yeah, I have a third party coming out here. What's going on with this third party? I have a rising star coming out here. A rising star. Yeah, it's bothering a third party here that you're a rising star. I do. There's something going on here where you are experiencing a change or a switch in your attitude. Did you lose someone to another individual here? or some sort of shit like that. Somebody feels like they won over you. I just saw 10:01 on the clock. Somebody could have even done voodoo or some sort of shit like that to get this person, or whatever the case may be. So you can have it, boo. But I do. Honestly, I feel like somebody is over here probably worried that someone is watching you rise to the occasion, or watch you become a rising star. Maybe despite a heartbreak here, maybe despite some sort of animosity that you did have at one point in time for somebody. What else here, Spirit? I have soulmate coming out here, and then I also have the veil coming out here as well, too. I kind of feel like you guys have a soulmate here. This almost feels like to me, and you're worried that they aren't who they claim to be. But it almost feels like to me they are. Yeah, somebody here, you're scared to love again, or to let your guard down again. Maybe somebody here, you've gone through something in the past with spell work. Maybe a spiritual attack that took place here with someone who was supposed to be a soulmate. I know I'm shining, y'all. I got my skincare on. They're probably like, why is she glistening so damn much? Because I got that skincare on, Bookie. What else here, Spirit? Whoa. I have an Ice Queen coming out in the reverse here. And then look at this shit. I have a priest coming out as well, too. Who is this? Yeah, somebody's getting a reading done on you. There's somebody here getting a reading done on you, trying to manifest you back. But you know what it feels like to me? It feels like whoever the Ice Queen in the reverse is, it's like I feel like you actually feel this way about this person now for some of y'all. Like your heart is like ice. Literally, you have an ice box where your heart used to be. And I feel like whatever somebody is trying to do, they're trying to attempt to reverse this with the Ice Queen coming out in the reverse. Right? It's like they want that shit to melt away. Whatever frustrations or however it is that you feel about this person. It's like somebody's like, I still want to be able to make you happy or some sort of shit like that. But I don't think this person can make you happy. I feel like if you went all the way to the other end of the spectrum here to be an Ice Queen when in regards to somebody, I have a Divine Masculine coming out here as well too. What's going on with Divine Masculine? I got Unbothered coming out. I love to see this shit. So we have a Divine Masculine coming out who's unbothered. This could have something to do maybe with an ex here for some of you guys, Divine Masculine. Maybe with someone who chose somebody else, a third party, somebody who they thought maybe was a rising star or some sort of shit like that. Seems like to me this person might be manifesting you, or they want you back, okay? But you know what it seems like to me for some of you, Divine Masculine? You could be in a new relationship, and the person that you're actually with now is your soulmate, or the person that you're supposed to like be with here. So whoever this other person is, I don't really see it, to be honest. What else here, Spirit? Ooh, I got Death Magic coming out in the reverse. And it's funny to me, Voodoo is in this same vertical row. So yeah, whatever this Voodoo is that somebody's attempting to do to someone's finances or your achievements up here, the shit isn't working. Somebody wants you to stop or sit down, or they don't want to see your success anymore or some shit like that. I feel like, yeah, look at this shit. I got RIP coming out here, transition. So somebody has to get the fuck on. They are hell-bent on trying to stop some shit. 2 basically death cards coming out back-to-back in the same pile with each other. What in the world? Yeah. And I feel like someone here is also frightened about something that is ending, that they can't control anymore. Just in general. It doesn't even have to be voodoo. This could be anything. Someone's losing control. They don't have control of you anymore. Or some sort of shit, I feel like here. And what else do we have, Spirit, for Divine Collective? I have unexpected money coming in. So somebody, you have some form of unexpected money coming in. If you do have any worries about your finances, I feel like Spirit is telling you not to worry. There's nothing to worry about. I just heard I got you covered. So Spirit has you covered. Maybe some of y'all feel like you need some sort of money by a certain date. Like you got to get this bill paid or this bill covered or some sort of shit like that. I feel like Spirit is like, I got you. What is this coming out in the reverse? I have thoughts here, and then I also have hello coming out here in the reverse as well too. So yeah, I kind of feel like this is something that maybe has been on your mind or has been irking you or bothering you or some sort of vibe like that. But I feel like you can drop it, right? Wherever it's holding space or residence or it keeps popping up for you, I feel like even with hello coming out, Spirit is like you don't have to worry about that, okay? I also feel like for some of you guys, you have potential to do more or to make more, but there could be some sort of cycle here that you're putting yourself into by not maybe committing to a different way of like spending your money or some sort of vibe like that here, okay? Let's see what's on the bottom. I have faith, I have opposition here, and then look at this. I also have commitment coming out. So yeah, heavy on the commitment energy here, okay? I kind of feel like somebody here, you were holding on to faith that you would be able to get into a commitment here with someone. But it seems like to me you guys only received some form of opposition here. Seems like to me some form of hate. This could have to deal with outsiders here as well too. Let's pull one more for the plot. Yeah, confirmation. I have jealousy and envy coming out here. Also with the ritual followed up behind that. With flying monkeys being out here as well too. So I kind of feel like there's a connection here that was probably ruined or some sort of shit like that because of outsiders here. So I feel like there could be multiple reasons here as to why someone you feel like there's cycles taking place here, or maybe commitment issues or people who are trying to commit and all types of shit like that. But let's do the regular Kipper, the traditional Kipper, and let's get some more information here. Spirit, what is animosity in the reverse and then bliss? Animosity in the reverse and bliss. Let's do two more. 1 and 2. Animosity in the reverse and bliss. What's this? So I have concern coming out here. Concern. Yeah. So I do feel like you still have concerns. Like I said, I feel like there is this energy where overall you're trying to step into, again, this reset or this new season, putting your best foot forward, which I feel like is great, right? I feel like that's what you should be doing. But like I said, 33 is on this card, adding to a 6. I do feel like there are still areas in which you're trying to heal yourself. My phone just buzzed as well too. What's the time? I'm going to check it. Something's telling me to check it. 4:59 on the clock here, okay? And I do. Something about this section to me feels like it has something to do with love or something. It could be anything, but it does. I feel a heavy sense of like anger, like someone you held on to something for a long time. So for me to see a change, I do feel like you've done a lot of work, but I do feel like there's still like this, that shit had me fucked up sort of vibes. I got occupation coming out here in the reverse. Yeah, and it's so funny to me. I'm going to continue to move this way because we also have achievements here. So like I said, I do feel like there is someone who's actively trying to do something to your money. But I also feel like I said, I do feel like whatever this relationship was or whatever was lost that had you upset or in your feelings, again, right, that lowers your vibration. So it probably affected your work over here, which is funny to me because we have rising star in this vertical row, right? We have 77 on rising star. We have a 7 on occupation. So even too, if I subtract, right, a -7 from the 77, you're going down, right? So in one way or another, maybe you were still okay financially, right? Like I still have my job, or, you know, I'm going, but I feel like maybe your performance was struggling. Or if you are a business owner or an entrepreneur, maybe you notice those months like, damn, I'm taking a hit in my profits, or damn, I'm taking a hit in this area, that area. So I feel like it affected you in more ways than one, which is maybe another reason why you kind of feel the way that you do. Because it's like it didn't just hurt your heart, but, you know, it hurt your mind and your finances and different areas for you. Spirit, what is achievement, change, and voodoo? Achievement, change, and voodoo. I thought it flipped, but it didn't. I feel like somebody here is mad because you have potential. Maybe you commit to your goals here, which is why you're achieving shit. I have a mature woman coming out here. Flip it, rub it, dub it, smack it. You could be this mature woman who's achieving things, or this could be a mature woman who's doing voodoo against you to change shit here. I do. I feel like somebody here is just upset with the fact that you can commit yourself to something and stick it out is what I'm hearing. Maybe, I don't know what your occupation is, but you could do something where it takes a long time to maybe close a deal, or it takes you months, maybe even a year, or maybe even it's like you work hard for everything it is that you have. So I don't know who this person is. And maybe you've had some sort of come up here, right, with the change card. Because even here too, this woman is taking off, there's a uniform behind her, right? And she has on some sort of night attire. So maybe there could be something going on here where you're able to live the best of both worlds, right? You work hard, you play hard. Or there could be something going on here where maybe you left a certain type of job and now you're making more money or something. And I feel like somebody is kind of like eyeing you a certain way. Or some sort of shit like that. That's what it feels like to me. Spirit, can you give me one more for here, please? Yeah, look at this. I have message of concern coming out. Yeah. So it's so funny to me. We got 2 concern cards in this horizontal row. I just started with this deck. We have a lot of concern here. I feel like there's concern on your end. There's concern on other people's end coming out in the read. So I feel like Spirit is sending somebody a download here. And maybe you kind of already know whoever it is that I'm talking about anyway. We got a 14 on message of concern added to a 5. There's a 6 on mature woman. So maybe as I'm sitting here talking to you, you're kind of like, you know what? Maybe that is her or him, them, they, whatever the case may be here. Spirit, what is manifestation and divination? Manifestation and divination. Hopefully I don't look too crazy to y'all with this lighting. Manifestation and divination. What is this? I have a false person coming out here in the reverse. False person coming out in the reverse. You know what is so funny to me? There is something going on in the energies where there is someone who's realizing this is a divine masculine here. And you can flip it and reverse it, but there's something going on where there's a divine masculine who is figuring out who his divine feminine is, and that they chose the wrong person or a false person. So now they're trying to manifest you back. So yeah, whoever this person is, they're getting readings on you. They're getting the spell work. They're getting the whole fucking package. They're getting the divination. They're getting the spell work. They're getting the, they are. Even over here with this priest. Unexpected money. I don't know how much this person is spending, but somebody wants you back. What? So now that they can commit. Yeah, look at this. I got a main female coming out here. Yeah. So divine masculine, this could either be a main female manifesting you back, but I do feel like this is a main female who's manifesting, but I do feel like this is a divine masculine who chose a karmic who now wants his fucking divine feminine energy back. That's what it feels like to me. Spirit, what is third party and rising star? Like someone's realizing that you're actually the star, the rising star here. And it's so funny to me because on the manifestation card, it's a star, right? Or a halo around his head. So it's just kind of like, damn, now I know who the real person is. Yeah, now this person wants to commit to you. Well, obviously that's your discretion here. What is this? Look at this. I got a message coming out here. I told you. Somebody's getting a download or a synchronicity here. They're receiving some sort of message. What else here? I don't know. It could be something going on here as well, too. I don't know if this third party calls himself fucking with you, sending you weird messages or DMs or some sort of shit. I have a main male coming out here as well, too. Yeah, I do. I feel like this main male is realizing who the rising star is. And I do feel like whoever this main male is over here in this vertical row with this divine masculine, same fucking thing. I feel like a karmic ass feminine went over here, fucked off with somebody else who she thought was on the up and up, maybe realized something was wrong over here, and now she went back in with you, but you won't bother. And like I said, whoever this divine masculine is, he could be moved on with a whole nother soulmate. So I don't think you really give a fuck about what's going on down here if you are divine masculine energy. Spirit, what is soulmate in the veil? So I got a thief coming out here. Thief. And it's funny to me, it came out sideways on the table as well, too. And I'm going to leave it sideways because I do. I feel like there's this energy here where you're concerned about whoever this soulmate is because of your past. I feel like maybe that's why you haven't given somebody here an opportunity for real. But I feel like when you're with this person, right, it feels good. The conversations, even too, when y'all aren't speaking to each other, maybe y'all could be in total quiet, but the energy still feels good. But I feel like you're afraid to give in with the veil card or to expose your full self because of what it is that you've gone through. And especially maybe for those of y'all too who have this energy up here where it's like you're letting go. I just heard a toot in the background, where you're letting go of the animosity for a past connection here and trying to bring this energy of bliss in, right? But I feel like someone is like, you're a little worried or you're a little skeptical, like, is this going to be the real thing, or am I going to get my heart hurt again, or some sort of vibe I feel like that I'm feeling here. What else with this pile, Spirit? Yeah, look at this. I have courtship coming out. I figured as much. I do. I feel like somebody really likes you. There's a 4 on top of this as well, too. So I feel like someone is interested. They want to build with you. They want to create a solid foundation with you. But again, and it's funny to me because she's looking away from him on this card. Like, she's holding his hand, but her face is looking away. So it's kind of like you have 1 foot in, 1 foot out is what that feels like to me. Spirit, what is Ice Queen in the reverse and Priest? Ice Queen in the reverse and Priest. Yeah, because somebody's realizing this false person was the Ice Queen. I'm telling you. And now that you're actually treating this person, right, like you don't give a fuck with the Ice Queen being, it's so funny to me. Spirit, what is Ice Queen in the reverse and Priest? I got the courthouse coming out here. So somebody is trying to utilize a priest here to reverse basically a decision that I feel like is taking place in the ethers or whatever you want to call it, honey. Whatever suits you best. But someone wants to reverse a decision here. So that's why they're contacting a priest. Like I said, you're turned off by this person. Someone's not attracted to this person anymore. I feel like for you to feel this cold towards somebody, you used to have to love them quite a lot. So it just kind of feels like to me, yeah, 2 and 3 is 5, 4 and 1 is 5. Yeah, I feel like you are over something here. It's giving me, why am I seeing 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands? Like, I feel like you dealt with a lot over here. What is this? I have a wealthy man coming out here as well, too. Yeah, this person could have money or some shit like that. Someone feels like because they have money, they can do the things that they do. That's what I feel like, too. Oh, I make the money, I can do what I want to do. Someone feels like, too, because they make money, they can do divination and spy on you. They can manifest you back when they want to. I don't like this side over here. I really don't. It's like you got someone up here who's finally realizing who you are. You got this one who feels like because they got money, they can just do whatever they want and try to manifest you back when they want. Like putting a dial up on the shelf and then taking them down or some sort of shit like that. Like, what is happening here? That's what it feels like to me. And they might even, too, be making this priest a wealthy man, considering how much money they're spending, because we got unexpected money coming out here as well, too, in this pile. So somebody is spending buku cash to try to get you to return to them or be how you were to them before. But I don't see that shit. I don't think you want to commit to this person again. I feel like you're off doing your own thing, and that's what it is. Spirit, what's divine masculine and unbothered? Damn, that was fast. Look at this. I got sudden wealth coming out here. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. So this divine masculine, you're the one who has the true wealth. I feel like you got this shit on the inside and on the outside. I told you this broad, it don't have to be a broad. It could be anybody. But I told you this broad went over here to some other man thinking that they were the rising star, but it was really you the whole fucking time. Again, I don't know what you was looking like or what your pockets was like. Hell, you could be sitting here saying, Marissa, my pockets was decent when I was with her, him, them, they, whatever the case may be. But they still, you know, people always want what they think is the next best thing. So this bitch thought somebody here was the next best thing. And went over here with them. And now it does. It feels like to me somebody here who wants to communicate with you, send you a message. Because they obviously have some sort of concerns here about this occupation in the reverse. Either this motherfucker was lying about the money all along or somebody lost something. So now because this person sees you with sudden wealth, they want back in. But like I said, you're unbothered. You don't want them. Yeah, look at this. I got pathway coming out. I feel like a lot has changed for you, divine masculine. Even with the butterflies being there, right? Butterflies represent transformation. So I kind of feel like there's something going on here where you don't want this person anymore. I wanted you when I wanted you and I don't want you anymore. A lot of things could have changed for you during this time as well too. And like I said, I think for some of y'all, again, even in this diagonal row, you could be dating somebody else new now, where you're getting closer to this person. Yeah, I got 1 on divine masculine, 1 on sudden wealth. So yeah, this could be a soulmate connection here. So I feel like something actually worked out in your favor, to be honest. So whoever that is, they can kick rocks. Spirit, what's death magic in the reverse and transition? Death magic in the reverse and transition. I got change coming out here in the reverse. So that's just funny to me. Even just thinking about coming out of this pile. If somebody do hit you up, divine masculine, that broad, whoever the fuck, they ain't changed shit. They coming back because they still want some money, because they feel like you the hottest shit right now. And the minute they see somebody the fuck else, they gonna be up out of that, out of that, out of that. But anywho, as far as this pile is concerned, yeah, whatever this death magic that someone here is doing to you to try to change your circumstances is clearly not fucking working. Someone's been committed to fucking destroying you, and the shit is not working. And I feel like it's something that's gonna work against this person, which is why they're trying to make something happen here. But to me, with transition coming out after death magic in the reverse, it feels like to me whatever someone is trying to stop, it's going to still happen, or it's going to continue to roll out, or some sort of shit like that. Yeah, look at this. I got poverty coming out here. It could be somebody trying to stop that shit. But it's so funny to me, in this vertical row, someone's trying to attack your money up here. So it seems like to me maybe these two piles could also coincide with one another. But whatever somebody is throwing your way, they about to get this shit back times 10 is what it feels like to me. Somebody trying to stop your shit because they shit is stopping. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Maybe somebody feels like you took something away from them. This could also be someone who's mad at you for something that you did not intentionally do, but you were just chosen over them. Who knows? This could have something to do with work as well too, or a promotion. You were just the better fit for the job or some sort of shit like that, and someone's taking it personally. Yeah, this could be something here too. Someone taking something personally that you didn't even do to them, but it just happened that way. Spirit, what is unexpected money, thoughts in the reverse, and hello in the reverse? Y'all, I hope I can keep this reading to an hour. I'm trying my best to keep my YouTube reads to an hour or less. Even if it does go over a little bit more, no more than like an hour, 15, 20 or some shit. I got a journey coming out here. A journey? Who knows? Maybe whoever this person is who's getting divination on you and trying to manifest you back, they could be going to maybe a priest that somewhere else in the world here, or some sort of vibe like that. Or something that I feel like as well too. But I feel like somebody as well too, what I was saying earlier about your money turning around, or maybe you've been experiencing maybe some money woes or some sort of vibe like that. Spirit again is telling you that you don't have to worry about something here. I feel like somebody, you've been setting yourself up for success in the long run. Again, maybe it's taking you some time, but it feels like to me, even here with sudden wealth being down here, yeah, poverty, change in the reverse, but pathway. Yeah, it's taking somebody over here quite a long time to maybe get out of some form of poverty here and change your circumstances. But I feel like whatever it is that you've been working on with pathway, maybe this has been little by little, day by day, whatever it is that you've been doing or accumulating here, it's paying off. And it's going to pay off in a major fucking way. Something to me is like keep pushing or keep holding on here. Your commitment isn't in vain, or whatever it is that you've been working on over here, it's not in vain at all. What else in this pile, Spirit? Yes, look at that. The fucking Lovers coming out here. I'm telling you. I'm fucking telling you. And this is more confirmation again over here. Lovers. Somebody is realizing who their divine feminine is up here. A twin flame. Then I got right here someone who wants a lover back because, like I said, you loved on this person like crazy. That's why the Lovers is coming out over here. Because I'm like, for you to get that fucking cold, I just feel that way. I feel like when someone gets super cold to a motherfucker, especially when it's noticeable, like everybody else notices how cold, that person loved the fuck out of you at some point, and you did them dirty as hell. That's why somebody not fucking with this wealthy man. But yeah, I do. Maybe there is, again, maybe a big deal or a contract that's coming in for somebody down here. But I do. It feels like to me someone you've been waiting a long time, but you've been working your ass off though. You got this shit. I feel like you've been afraid of maybe going back into a cycle of poverty. but I don't see that for you. Let's see what's at the bottom. I see 444 on my timestamp here. I have community here. I have official person and expectation. Yeah. So expect big things. I feel like whoever you are, you have a community here who really wants to support you. And that community is going to help to be the catalyst to push you forward to this sudden wealth here. Again, I don't know if this is a product, a service, or whatever it is that you've been working on, but I feel like a lot of people are going to love it as well too. Also with community coming out, I just feel like there's a lot of different energies that are coming out in this reading, okay? And there's people here obviously doing spell work that are expecting certain circumstances, or I'm sorry, they're expecting certain results. Based on what it is that they're doing here. But it feels like to me you're representing this official person. I feel like you have an expectation here to grow yourself. I feel like even though we have started the reading off where it's kind of been like, okay, you've been a little bit worried, or you've been a little bit about the things that you can't control, but I feel like you are healing those spaces for the most part here. So this reading, it doesn't feel like, oh my God, this is just so, oh my God. As long as you, I feel like, continue to stand on business. That's what it feels like. Spirit, let's go ahead and go into tarot here. I got the Fool here, and then I also have the Moon. Heavy on Aries and Cancer energy coming out. So yeah, I do. I feel like you guys are in a new season, like I said, or you're resetting or restarting. But it's been a little like, you know, you're trying to figure it out, figure yourself out, learn how to follow your intuition, right? Still trying to learn how to be open to receiving. I feel like there's a lot that's going on. There's a ton of changes here. But I feel like for the most part, you've been successful, okay? Spirit, what is animosity in the reverse? Bliss, concern, and occupation in the reverse. Let's do 2 more shuffles. Animosity in the reverse. Bliss, concern, and occupation in the reverse. What is this? So I have the Tower energy coming out. You could be a Scorpio, or maybe the person who you've dealt with here could be Scorpio energy. But yeah, like I said, confirmation, you are going through a ton of changes. I feel like this Tower card is representing both sides of the coin, right? Obviously, we know the Tower's transformation, but we also know that it's those moments that come and just knock us off of our footing and test us. Test what we thought we even fucking knew. So I feel like whatever it was over here that didn't work out for you, it really hurt you. It was big for you. Yeah, I got the Ace of Cups, and it's coming out in the reverse. So yeah, I can already see here in this reading that there's an intense level of love or care that you've had in certain situations with some of these people. And that's why either you have worried, or you've been upset, or you've been sad, or you've become cold and turned yourself off to these people. And I don't see why they would expect anything differently, to be honest. Heavy on the Scorpio energy. Right? Because Scorpio, right, we're also ruled by Mars. I'm Scorpio energy too. So we can get upset, and we can be aggressive, and we can be, but that usually comes after we realize how you betrayed and hurt us. So I feel like whatever this was, I feel like that was in regards to love. It didn't turn out the way that you wanted it to turn out. Okay? I have the 5 of Swords coming out here. Yeah. Maybe this person could have stabbed you in your back here. They betrayed you in one way or another. Again, we do have third party sitch over here in this vertical row. So it could have been another man, another woman, or some sort of shit like that. Yeah, I have the Knight of Swords coming out here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You could be or they could be. But I kind of feel like this person was maybe talking to other people or some sort of shit like that. I heard bottom of the deck. I have the 2 of Wands. I do. And I feel like somebody violated whatever plans it is that you guys had for one another. I do. It feels like to me, again, we have commitment over here twice. So it feels like to me someone you are investing, or you're making plans, or, you know, this is my person. We're going to be together. And even with Thief being here in the middle, maybe you feel like that. Like this third party stole this person from you. Maybe you feel like your person stole your time, right? Again, you wasted my time. You wasted my energy. You feel like it's something that you can't get back. But like I said, while I do still feel like there's a little bit of frustration underneath the surface, again, there's changes that are being made, and that's what's most important. Spirit, what is achievement, change, voodoo, message of concern, and mature woman? I have the King of Cups coming out here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Yeah, so you guys are achieving things here. Again, reverse roles as you need to. This could also be the person who's doing some form of voodoo here, okay? But it is. There's a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here. You're achieving things, okay? I feel like you're making big money. Good money here. I have the Page of Wands. Yeah, this is who's doing the spell work. Aries, Leo, Sag. Again, you could be a reverse it if you have to. But yeah, there's this low-level ass fucking energy who's trying to do spell work. Like I said, you could be a mature woman or they could be the mature woman here. Okay. But yeah, this feels very low level. Again, because this person isn't on your level. But what does that have to do with you? Maybe someone, again, they don't do what's required of them. I have the Seven of Wands coming out here. I feel like someone doesn't do what's required of them to get what it is that they want. And you know what the Seven of Wands is giving me the vibe of too? Like you have the ability to turn things down or say no. If it doesn't fit your needs, you'll say no. I feel like also on the flip side, you don't take no for an answer either. Like, I don't know. I just feel like someone here, they don't have the same oomph that you have, so they want to attack you. I have the World coming out here. Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. Heavy on the Scorpio, heavy on the Leo energy. Yeah, I do. I feel like someone is seeing the world being awarded to you. And I do. More confirmation. Like I said, in the change picture. She took off the uniform for something that looks better to me, quote unquote. Or more high fashion, which is like, okay, there's a change in finances or money here. Then you got that going on down here. Somebody you're about to hit big. You've been dedicated for so long that you're about to hit big. So maybe despite losses in other areas, or maybe how long it is that you've committed yourself in another area, that's okay. Because either it's coming in for you or you're getting something better. That's what it feels like to me. Whatever it is that you lost, you're getting something better. Literally. It's like God is about to give you the world and you were worried about that one little state, that one little corner. Give me one more for this pile, Spirit. Look at this shit. I got the Four of Pentacles in the reverse coming out here and the Hierophant coming out in the reverse. I told you. Taurus, Libra, Sagittarius. Heavy on the Taurus energy coming out. So whoever this priest is, this Hierophant that someone is working with here, they're not going to be able to stop anything. This person can't stop anything for you. Maybe they told this person, yeah, I can take away their finances, or I can take the... They can't take shit up off of you. That's why the shit is coming out in the reverse. You can't take shit. You can't possess Divine Collective. You can't get in nobody's fucking head. They coming out as a fucking king. Okay? I don't fucking think so. And whoever this Hierophant is coming out in the reverse anyway, they could just be lying in general about what they're capable of fucking doing for some form of money. They could be greedy too, even with the Four of Pentacles coming out. They just need a fucking payday. Spirit, what is manifestation, divination, false person in the reverse, and main female? Please. So I got the Ten of Cups. I told you. I fucking told you. Somebody over here is realizing that they ran off with a fake ass bitch and you're the real deal. Someone is realizing, oh shit, I fucked up my Ten of Cups. And I feel like this person, either they could have found out about this from divination, but I feel like they already knew in their heart of hearts. Maybe divination could have confirmed something for them. But now that's why this person is in manifestation mode. Like, well, what's next? What's the spell work? What we gonna do? I gotta get her back. I gotta get him back. Whoever this main female is. Yup, confirmation. Eight of Pentacles. So what we doing? What's the work? What we gonna do? Because I need her back by tomorrow. Shit, by tonight if possible. You tell me. What is this trying to come out? Yeah, look at this shit. The Chariot. Somebody do. Cancer energy. Heavy on that next to the Ten of Cups. This motherfucker trying to figure out which direction to go. Where do I need to pull up? What do I need to do? Do I need to buy you any of the motherfucking tools? How can I assist? How can I help? Because I need them back. Do I need to go to them? Is they going to come to me? Somebody is just like... And the funny thing to me about it is, too, with the Chariot coming out as major arcana, again, it goes back to choice as well. This person had a choice. They had a choice. And it was a big choice, if you ask me, with the Chariot. But I feel like this person is like your divine masculine or some shit, and they made the wrong choice. Yeah, with the Knight of Cups coming out here in the reverse. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, heavy on the Cancer. So this person they gave the offer to the wrong person. Knight of Cups in the reverse to the false person in the reverse. Come on, man. You're supposed to give the offer to the right individual. I got the Hermit coming out here in the Ten of Wands, a Virgo. You could be or they could be. But ever since this person been over there with whoever this wrong individual is, they've been having one hard ass time. It's been difficult as hell over there. And it looks like to me too that maybe whatever this spell work is it's been quite difficult working on you as well too. What's at the bottom here? Look at that. The 10 of fucking Pentacles. That's crazy work. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Somebody fucked up. Heavy on the Virgo next to the 10 of Pentacles. You could be, they could be. But somebody's working their ass off to try to get you back. But that shit is, whoo. All 10s too. Except for the 10 of Swords. 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. And you know what else it was too, I feel like in this pile? Somebody was having a difficult time showing up as your divine masculine. I feel like somebody had all these feelings. They kind of knew. They kind of like... But they were having a difficult time being who they needed to be. And it was going to require some sort of spiritual work, I feel like, with the Hermit coming out. So somebody might claim that they're trying to heal themselves now or whatever the case may be. I mean, that's up for your discretion since this is your person. But, yeah. Spirit, what is third party sitch? Rising star, main, male, and message. But they are coming out in the upright, so I guess maybe see what somebody's talking about if you want to. Third party sitch, rising star, main, male, and message. What are these? I got Temperance in the reverse and 3 of Pentacles in the reverse coming out here. Sagittarius energy. So yeah, somebody definitely went off with a third party. And I'm telling you, I do. This can be for anybody. Obviously, it's its own pile. But whoever this divine masculine is, I told you. 46 on the clock. This person thought that this other main male was a rising star. And they were on top of their thing. And da-da-da-da-da. It could even have been something going on here, which is stupid to me. But where somebody was already using you for your money anyway. And maybe you're set anyway with wealth being out here. I do kind of feel like sudden wealth. Maybe for some of y'all it could be different. But I feel like for those of you who did have some form of money, someone could be a rising star. But maybe because they were gaining some form of popularity or they literally were in the public eyes, what I almost feel like I want to say, is why someone ran over there. Maybe for some sort of clout or some sort of shit like that I feel like I'm feeling. But it is. It's like someone wants to come back to you now because you were the wealth all along. So yeah, that shit is fucked up over there. Temperance in the reverse. It's good until it fucking wasn't. Yeah, look at this. I got the Knight of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag. You could be, they could be. Or maybe this third party. But this person was only a knight. I feel like it was very sexual energy here as well, too. It does. It feels like sex, money. Like, that's it. Like, there's no real feelings, I feel like, that were here anyway. But I feel like you love this person. Yeah, something did. I do. I feel like judgment coming out here, Libra. Something closed out with whoever this main male is. What's at the bottom I'm hearing? Look at this shit. The Wheel of Fortune. Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. Heavy on the Taurus, heavy on the Leo. Yeah, they went over there because they thought this person had the Wheel of Fortune. And while I do think that maybe there was something going on with money coming or going or flowing or some shit, something is going on with that shit. Even with the 3 of Pentacles coming out in the reverse. I don't know if this person was working with a certain group. This group has disbanded, if you will. With Temperance in the reverse, they're not working together or some shit. But maybe whatever somebody have, it could be going down the drain. Spirit, what is soulmate? And they could have, who knows, they could have been getting that shit the wrong way too. Because we got thief here, wealthy man, courthouse. Yeah, with 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. This could be an organized crime or some sort of shit like that. They done found out this motherfucker is fucked up somewhere. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Spirit, what's soulmate? The veil. Thief, sideways, and courtship. It act like it wanted to flip. Let's see what it is. So I got the 6 of Cups coming out here. Yeah. So this person here, I feel like someone who wants to give you their love. I feel like this is confirmation of what I was saying. This is someone who I feel like genuinely gives a fuck about you. Like, they care. I feel like they show you through maybe more ways than one. Maybe somebody does like to give you gifts or something. But I also feel like the Six of Cups, like I said, is also in relation to your past. You're nervous about fully giving in or removing your own veil, which I feel like is your defense mechanism or your protection, because of how you feel like this past person took from you or stole from you. Like I said, emotionally, financially. Yeah, look at that. I got Justice. And it came out in the reverse, Libra energy. I feel like you feel like this person will not be justice for you. Like, this won't be justice. I'm going to get my heart broken again. It's best for me to just stay where I am. Yeah, but I have the Eight of Wands coming out. I feel like Spirit is trying to almost as if push you forward. What's at the bottom I'm hearing? Yeah, I got the Knight of Pentacles coming out here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be, they could be. But I feel like Spirit is trying to push you towards this person. And I do feel like there is also this energy, right, of take your time. You don't have to rush yourself or do anything you're not ready for, whatever the case may be. But it's funny to me, we got the Eight of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles, right? Because the Knight of Pentacles is slow, but the Eight of Wands is kind of like, all right, get going, get it moving. So I kind of feel like it's the best of both worlds here. I feel like Spirit team is assuring you that it's okay to move into it with the Eight of Wands. But again, like I said, take your time. Enjoy getting to know this soulmate, because I feel like with soulmate and courtship coming out, yeah, this is your wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups. I'm telling you. What's at the bottom here? Yep, I got strength coming out here. Leo energy. Heavy on that next to the Eight of Wands coming out. So I feel like over time you're going to start to realize how much more serious this person is about you and give them the opportunity that I feel like they deserve. Because I feel like someone's been showing up for you, even with the Six of Cups. I'm showing you that I want you, but I also don't want to be overbearing either. So I feel like there's a good energy here, but it almost feels like you feel it's too good to be true. But this person, they want to commit to you, and they feel very strongly about it. Spirit, what is Ice Queen in the reverse? Priest, Wealthy Man, and Courthouse. Yup, look at this shit. I got the Nine of Swords coming out here. Yeah, so this wealthy man is tripping over you. Okay. He might have maybe money in his pockets, but when it comes to that mind, he is fucked up. He, she, them, they, whatever the fuck. Somebody is not feeling whatever the ruling was in court, honey. You could have divorced this person or some sort of vibe like that. But even if you didn't, it feels like to me very spiritual court. That's what it feels like. Yes, bitch. Look at this shit. The Eight of Swords. This person got to stay away from you. I figured as much. I figured whoever this wealthy man was, though, I didn't like his energy. It felt very cocky, very I can do whatever I want when I want. But then it's also like a person who suffers at the same time. They suffer a lot mentally. I feel like you know this person better than a lot of other people do. And you know how they really are. Or you know what gets to them or what pains them or some sort of vibe that I feel like I'm getting here. So yeah, this person is working with this priest to try to get them to try to get you back is what it feels like to me, so that they can stop losing their mind. This person, yeah, they want their empress back. Yep, I do. Their wife back. You were their wife. Or just in general, their empress. They want their empress back. Somebody fucked up. And even over here, like I said, more confirmation. Up here, like I said, where I felt like a divine masculine fucked up in this pile. There goes the empress. So I do. It's like somebody is sitting in spiritual jail somewhere, paying for whatever it is that they did to their empress, and there's nothing that they can do about it. Yeah, look at this. I have the moon coming out here. Cancer energy. It's nothing that this person can do about it. Whatever this person hid from you, did to you, even with the empress sitting next to the moon, Spirit is definitely protecting the divine feminine. I feel like you're not even just a regular empress. It's something about you that is elite. That's what something feels like to me. So the fact that this person treated you the way that they did, that's why they're being treated the way that they are. This almost feels like a hell to me. I'm surprised I don't see the devil here, to be honest, but that's what it feels like to me. Like this person is in hell right now. Mentally or some sort of shit. Yeah, look at this shit. The King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So yeah, somebody literally, they are in a literal mental imprisonment. I feel like it's someone who can't stop thinking about you. They're always calling and checking in with this priest to see what the results are. How are things going? Why is it that you haven't come back yet? They're spending out all of this money. This person could be quite demanding, I feel like, as well, too. Yeah, they want their wife back. Queen of fucking Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles to the Empress. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be, they could be. But it's like, I need this person back. I don't care what I did, how I did it, who I did it with. They could have slept with somebody here, right? 9 of Swords in this pile with third party coming out over here. And it's just like, no, that's okay. You didn't choose me. You chose that bitch. I'm just saying. Spirit, what is divine masculine, unbothered, sudden wealth, and pathway? I got the Magician coming out here. I got Gemini, Virgo energy coming out. So I feel like this divine masculine here, I feel like you've made a substantial amount of changes since some sort of relationship here with somebody. And that's why you're unbothered. That's what something feels like to me. And a lot of it could have to deal with your money here as well, too. That's what I said. I do feel like this chick ended up leaving for someone else. But I feel like it just maybe encouraged you to get into your bag more here. Like I said, whether you already had the wealth or whether you were working on it while you were with this person, something to me just feels like you got your weight up even more, though. Yeah, look at this. I have a Queen of Swords coming out here. And you know what is so funny to me? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This does feel like to me whoever this new person is that you're with now. 555 on the clock. I do. And I feel like this person is different from whoever this person is. Maybe someone here, they know how to speak their mind. They're very intelligent. It feels like a go-getter to me as well, too, just like you. It feels like to me you have way more in common with whoever this new person is versus whoever the fuck you were just with. It does. It feels more soulmate connection to me. I got the 3 of Swords coming out here. 3 of Swords. I do. And you know what the funny thing to me about it is whoever this chick is, she can be upset about it or sad about it if she wants to. I feel like the Queen of Swords is also playing in a way here where you don't want to talk to her. And someone is realizing they're actually cut off. Yeah, look at this shit. I got the Emperor and the 4 of Swords because you chilling, you coasting, you cool, you in recovery. Matter of fact, you done already recovered. And like I said, you sleeping with somebody else. I'm standing on it. And I feel like at some point in time, yeah, you were heartbroken with the 3 of Swords coming out here. Because I feel like you really loved whoever this person is. Again, we got commitment coming out. Maybe you saw potential here. You wanted to take the initiative, right? To put a ring on this person, to commit to them. But it's like, why I'm committing to a cheating ass hoe for? What's at the bottom? Thank you. So that's why you left this broad alone with the 8 of Cups. At the bottom of the fucking deck. So now, what you want to come back over here because you seeing all of this sudden wealth and handsomeness? Girl, bye. Spirit, what is death magic in the reverse, transition, change in the reverse, and poverty? So I got the 2 of Cups coming out here. So I do. You know what it feels like to me with this 2 of Cups is like this is somebody who you know. This could be a friend or an acquaintance or some sort of vibe. Like I said, it could even be a coworker or some sort of shit like that. But this is someone that you know. Like you know their name sort of vibe. Like, oh yeah, Lisa. Like, yeah, 5757 on the clock here. So yeah, there's someone here that you know on at least a very basic level who's attempting to do death magic to you, but it's not working. It's not changing anything. This person is still going to be in some form of poverty or some sort of vibe like that. They trying to send it your way, but it's backfiring for them. Yeah, look at this shit. I got the death energy coming out, Scorpio. Maybe heavy on Scorpio energy here too. Again, you could be or they could be because it's a lot of death shit going on in this pile here. So I do. Honestly, I feel like it's working both ways here. I feel like it's death on this motherfucker for even trying this shit with your ass. This shit is not going to fucking work. And it's death on their fucking finances as well, too. It's death on the magic and it's death on your own finances. This shit ain't gonna fucking work. And it's gonna backfire on you. Like, you're stupid. I have the Star coming out here and then I also have the 6 of Pentacles coming out. Aquarius energy, thank you. It's not gonna work. You're still gonna be a star. Your money, your transactions, shit is still flowing and growing. Ain't nobody stopping shit. And you're gonna keep getting money as you continue to develop and grow into the future. Hello. And for some of y'all, maybe too, whatever's going on with, maybe it's taking you a minute to get to some form of money here. It could have something to do with the relationship that you need to be closing out of. I don't know if this person doesn't support you, if they sending you off, but it could be something going on like that here. You need to walk away from somebody. Because whatever it is that they're telling you, they could be manipulating the situation here. And you sitting up here listening to this person when you could have been the fucking emperor all the fuck along. So, leave this bitch alone. Spirit, what is unexpected money, what is unexpected money, thoughts in the reverse, hello in the reverse, journey, and lovers? What is this? So I got the 2 of Pentacles here, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles coming out here. I told you, somebody down here, you've been juggling your cash for a minute. And you've been on the other side of things here, where it hasn't been too favorable for a minute. But the 9 of Pentacles, I'm telling you, you already got the 8 of Pentacles over here. Then you got the 9, then you got the fucking 10. You got the 6 here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got the 4 here. We're missing a 7. But you know what the 7 is? The 7 is the journey. So we're not even missing it. So you literally have the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, the 7, the 8, the 9, and the 10 of Pentacles right here. You literally have gone on the fucking journey. And you know what I love about that too is because you didn't miss a fucking beat. So that's why Spirit is like, this shit is here to fucking stay. That's why Spirit is like, don't worry about it. And I feel like somebody, you've been putting your all into something. It's just like, is this ever going to pay off? Again, going back to the idea of, did I waste my time with this shit? This shit is here. Either you're living in it now, or I'm telling you, do not give up. Don't you give up on me. You keep fucking pushing. I'm telling you. And it's something as well too, like I said, going on over here with this lover who has now figured out who it is that you are. Now that you done moved on, you single, and you done chose a happier life, it just seems like to me somebody who, they could be a little depressed here with the 5 of Pentacles, not feeling like themselves. Yeah, look at this. I have the Devil coming out, Capricorn. Heavy on Capricorn energy next to all of those cards. Whether you are or they are. So it is, even with that, right? The 2 people who are bound by chains here, somebody wants you to be bound to them. And I feel like it's this wealthy man. I really do. I really don't like the idea either of whoever this person is up here doing spell work to manifest you back, even though they're your divine masculine either. I could see, okay, we're both 2 consenting adults who are in a relationship with each other and we want to use, spell work with each other. But even with that, so it kind of raises an eyebrow. But like I said, that's for you to decide here. So that's why I just don't like the Devil card in this vertical row. Because it still feels like to me low level energy. Like you chose somebody else, you're just now realizing, and now you're just trying to do all this spell work to get somebody back. Yeah. 5 of Wands. Like I feel like all these energies over here is just trying to fight the fact that they fucked up, but you haven't still changed anything yet for real. And maybe that's why change is coming out in the reverse here as well too. I feel like the only person who is like on top of it, I feel like outside of you becoming stronger each and every day, is whoever this new soulmate is for somebody. But they wouldn't have anything to change because they haven't hurt you. You know what I mean? Now obviously, again, you get to know people, it's kind of, oh, I'll change this for you, babe, or whatever the fuck. But they don't have shit to change because you're getting to know them. So, let's see who's resonating with this read the most. Again, if this sign is not called out for you, it doesn't mean that it's not your reading. These can be the signs of the people that you're dealing with as well, too. Okay? Spirit, who's resonating with this reading for the Divine Collective? Who's resonating with this reading for the Divine Collective? Let's do 2 more shuffles. Who's resonating with this reading for the Divine Collective? 333. That's funny. We started with me talking about 333. We didn't get it in the synchronicities, but I find that funny. We started with me talking about it, and we're ending with me talking about it. I got Capricorn coming out here. Who else, Spirit? I also have Gemini coming out as well, too. I have Aries coming out here. I have Cancer coming out. I have Pisces coming out here. I have Leo. I also have Libra coming out. And then our honorable mention is Taurus. So we have Capricorn, Gemini, Aries, Cancer, Pisces, Leo, Libra, Taurus. Okay, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, Mars, Mercury, Saturn, Uranus. Okay, so I hope that this reading resonated for you guys. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Check me out on TikTok as well too. I go live over there. And I love you guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.